Okay, we're going to Joe in Cedar City. First time caller. Joe, you're on Heart of the Matter.
Shawn, thanks for taking the call.
You're welcome.
I'm still laughing at the bucking Brigham Young thing, but quick question. Being a non-LDS, non-Mormon,
Yeah.
as a Christian, though, and trying to, bring the gospel to them, sometimes a conversation from an LDS person, they'll mention a title that they either have or like a family member has in the church. Being non-LDS, it's like, I have no idea really what those titles mean. And from your experience, because your show's awesome and you're so informative, and I know you're helping a lot of LDS, but you're helping a ton of Christians understand Mormonism,
Yeah.
Could you take us through, like, okay, you join the church and then go through the titles all the way to the president, and if time permits, like, what do those titles mean? What do they do with them?
That's a great question. I haven't thought of that, Joe. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, you join the church, you're a member of the church, no matter when you join, as long as it's over 8. You get baptized, you're a member. I'm not going to talk about the female titles because they're usually called presidents of their specific group with counselors, okay? But I'm going to talk about the priesthood titles. Then a young man, or even an adult grown man who hasn't had a priesthood, gets what's called the Aaronic priesthood. And in that, he first becomes a deacon, and then they become a teacher, and then they become a priest. All of that falls under the Aaronic priesthood. Actually, the title of bishop is a part of the Aaronic priesthood too. But it's deacon, teacher, priest. Now, they have 12-year-old deacons, and they have 14-year-old teachers, and they have 18-year-old priests. This is their Aaronic priesthood. What's that?
Is it totally tie into their age? That's how it
Yeah, it totally ties into their age. Unless they converted as an adult, and then they'll put them through you're a teacher, deacon, priest really quickly. So they really do that. So, so that's the order of the Aaronic priesthood. Now, interestingly enough, the priests of the Old Testament, it took a lot to be a priest, but they give it to their 18-year-olds who were out partying the night before, blessing the sacrament the next night. But, okay, so then you get the Melchizedek priesthood, and you become a Melchizedek priest, and you become an elder. And then there are different offices within that. You can be a 70, and you can become then a high priest. So there's elder and high priest in the Melchizedek priesthood. Each of those groups, Melchizedek and Aaronic, have quorums, and there are presidents and counselors of those quorums.
My God.
So it's like a corporation. It looks like a flow chart of hierarchy of power, and you can see this kind of laid out. Explaining it, I'm not as articulate as I should be, but that's kind of how it's laid out.
Okay. Well, that at least helps to, I'm glad I DVR'd the show because I can go back through and
awesome.
And to take notes.
Thanks for watching, Joe.
Hey, thanks for taking my call.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.